Hello, my name is Chrissy Lowry. I am the presenter of the Craft to Be Kind show on the radio normally, but due to COVID, I am doing a podcast instead. It's exactly the same name, Craft to Be Kind. You can find us on Podbean and Spotify, and hopefully Apple soon, but I've got to work that out. So we've got an amazing guest today. We have an artist. We've been having authors and crafters, and now we have an artist. You're our first artist, Jo. It's amazing. So this is Jo, and she is angel theme artist this year, but she'll talk a little bit about that in a minute. She's based in lovely Gloucestershire, which is a beautiful area, very close to me. So tell us a little bit about your history, Jo, about what you did before you became an artist.
So I started last year with painting the llamas, and it was thanks to one of the Tewkesbury artists, Sam Morris. So I went to her course, and then I just didn't stop painting since. And I thought, because I painted a cow with her, I thought, oh, I'll stick to the llamas. And the whole year I just paint llamas, and I made my lovely collection of 10 COVID llamas last year, which were wearing masks of certain countries. And I have loads of them thinking, oh, I could be able to show them on the shows and, have some exhibitions organized. And I contacted the people, and then what happened? Blow, COVID.
They're really cool. Obviously, people can't see those on the podcast, but if you want to go and check this out on YouTube, on our Shop Handmade YouTube, you'll be able to see these beauties. Hey, Amy. So they're beautiful. So hopefully,
the didn't get showed anywhere.
No, but hopefully this summer, hopefully by the summer, you'll be able to.
Yeah. So then I felt it was more about showing your feelings to people and showing that you care about them and sending a love. So I moved from the llamas, and it was the end of last year. I thought about it, and I thought, because I couldn't see my family either, and they had loads of things going on, diagnoses of different, diseases, and basically depression, sadness, everything was going on. And I thought, well, what I can do? Most of them are religious and they believe in things. Some of them are actually more magicians and, believe in spiritual life. So that's why I incorporated in them runes. So they're not just angels, but they got a little runes on the sides as well.
Oh yeah, the beautiful.
So they got a rune. So they associated with the birth runes for a certain amount of time, 2 weeks, I think. So there's 24 of these angels. I only done 12 so far. I've got another 12 to do. But I started with doing one for my auntie because she was diagnosed last year. She wasn't well. Then I've done one for my mum for her birthday. Then I've done one for her sister because she wanted one as well. And that's how it started off. So it's just basically started with my family. And then friends were asking about having one done for their birthdays and for their friends or partners. And that's how it started. So I'm halfway through my whole collection now.
So it's like a guardian angel, isn't it? Is it like a guardian angel?
Yes, the guardian angel. So basically, what you're doing is you're asking me to make one, and it's intuitive painting. So I do a kind of meditation. I gather an information about the person, and if it's associated with the birth rune as well, then I gather an information about the rune because that's got a special meaning as well. And it's amazing how it's working for the people, because the auntie who was diagnosed with illness had an angel who actually was helping to start a healing journey. And it was absolutely mind-blowing because I wasn't planning that. It's just happened like this, So it's amazing and then I painted this one, and that's my last one, which I painted. And I asked my daughter, and I said to her, do you think you can recognize this one? And she said, yes, it's Fran's boyfriend. And I was
wow.
Oh my God, how do you know? Because she's seen the bloke probably twice in her life. And I actually was thinking about my friend when I was painting it, and his picture came out, and I didn't even look at his photos or thought about him. And she said, it was her boyfriend. I was like, yeah, actually, he looks like her boyfriend. So it's amazing because it's mostly intuitive meditation involving, and it's amazing what's coming out of it, to be
I
honest.
love that. I think we need a lot of that for the awful year that we've had. We need some. I'm woo woo. I like the spiritual stuff. I do like all that sort of thing. So, what did you used to do before you became an artist then? And you're not from around here either, are you? You've got an accent, haven't you? Where are you
I'm
from?
Polish.
Polish.
I'm Polish. I arrived 20 years ago now. Yeah, 25 years ago
When
now.
you
And I
were
actually
when you were a little girl.
no.
You look young. You do look young.
No, I wasn't that young. So I arrived to Stroud actually. Yeah.
That's where I'm from.
And that's where I started from my journey. And I loved Stroud. Unfortunately, I've been moving, and I lived for a while in Stonehouse, and now I'm in Quedgley. But I just kept that end to be close because I come back to Stroud quite often.
Actually, Hardwick is classed as Stroud and
Yeah.
Yeah, my little boy's dad lives there. It's nice. It's nice over there. Yeah. So, what have you been doing through lockdown? Have you just been paint, and more paint?
Painting. I think painting is keeping me alive, to be honest. I'll be absolutely honest. It's an amazing art therapy for myself as well. I do work as a key worker, so I work part-time at the minute. So every morning I got to get off and come back about 1-ish. But on top of that, it's just homeschooling, obviously.
Oh.
Which we all enjoy, don't we?
We love it.
And then, yes, we do. And to be honest, with so many walks in mud, it's just house cleaning as well, and washing clothes all the time. It's just constant at the minute. But I did focus on painting quite a lot, thinking it's gonna keep me going. I do some knitting though, to ground myself. If I need to be if I'm overloaded with emotions and informations about COVID and everything else, I just get into knitting, and that's really get me grounded and in the moment. So that's where I do if I need something.
You do need something. I obviously love the homeschool too. It's great, love it. For people who are listening and not watching, I have got a bit of a sarcastic face. It is hard. Our homeschooling is really hard, especially when you've got a home-based business as well. So I look forward to going in the afternoons down to my unit and have a bit of peace and quiet and sit and sew and pack up my orders. I love that. And I'm missing it. I am missing it because I haven't got a lot of time to do it. But it shouldn't be long now, do you think? 2 weeks?
No, we've got 2 weeks now, yeah. On 8th of March, they're coming back, yes.
So what?
More time for painting.
Definitely. Do you paint at home?
Yeah, I do have. I actually speak to you from my little studio.
Oh.
So I could give you a little.
Yeah.
But I don't think you can see much. I've got my lights on. That's bits of my artwork on top of my lovely cabinets with paints and stuff. So yeah, that's where I am now.
So
lucky enough, my husband just made me a lovely long desk across, so I can paint bigger sizes now. And I can make as much mess as I like because it's all washable and easy to clean. So yeah.
Well, that's a very good husband.
Yeah.
So what's your plans then? What's your plans to get your business out there? Because you're a new business then, really, aren't you? It was last year.
Yeah. Well, I did get my liability insurance 2 years ago, thinking I'm gonna start running courses for kids.
Oh.
But because I was ever so fresh and I didn't have anyone to guide me, to be honest, to see how is it going to work, I hired a room and I started to get some marketing going, but I didn't have my brand. I didn't have my branding done. I wasn't on a social media or anywhere else. So for 2 years, really, I'm doing my branding, my social media sorting, everything else at the minute, just to make sure that people know what I'm doing. And I was about to start the painting courses for adults and more like sip and paint kind of things in Quedgley, one of the pubs. I had agreement with them and everything else, and obviously it's all gone. Boom.
COVID. Yeah.
Yeah.
You'll get there.
So, but I'm getting to do the online course, painting one, hopefully. and I'm still thinking that I will be able. I spoke to some friends in Poland, and they were asking actually about running painting angels courses back in Poland. So hopefully, with Brexit now, it's not going to be that easy as it would be in the past. Mind you think you're artist and it's not affecting you, but unfortunately it will, because obviously it's a different country now and it's in a union, so it's going to be much trickier than it was when I was planning it. But it might work, so we'll see. So that's one of the plans. Hopefully this summer, maybe not, we'll see as well.
Yes.
Depends, and somebody asked me as well if I was thinking about writing a book about these angels, because they said the stories were so fascinating about how do I create for a certain people, and that these people stories were fascinating. And then it was interesting to find out how these angels were not interacting with them, but what influence they had, that the fact that somebody got them this angel and that they have that angel with them at that certain time, because most of the time it's like that click. It's in the exact time when they actually need it. It's quite shocking, to be honest. But
yeah, but I'm fascinated by that.
So somebody said to me, maybe you want to write a book about it and just include the pictures in the book. So I'm thinking maybe I'll think about that as well.
I think that's awesome. I'm an author. I've got one of my books here. We're doing another book that's coming out on the anniversary of the first lockdown. And Amy, who's watching us as again for the podcast, this is delivered live into my Craft to Be Kind group. Amy's done it as well, so you can do it through Amazon quite easily. That'd be something you could do, definitely. Amy said,
yeah. Have you done yours from Amazon? I'm a bit scared of Amazon. I looked at it and I was like, oh, do I really want to do that?
Amy, who's listening now, she has just launched some dream capture journal. She's going to have a book soon.
Oh.
And I've done mine on Amazon. The next one, Amy and I is going to put on Amazon. Once you get your head round it, it's okay. Amy's going to have a party to herself. I think I should come to that party when we're all allowed out. 23rd of March, yeah. 23rd of March we're going to publish our book. We're all excited. It's all about crafters and what's happened during lockdown. There's time to put it, actually, Joe, if you want to put a chapter in it. There's absolutely time to contact us and we will put it on. Yeah. Okay. And yeah, you can do that. You can definitely do a book. My children, I'm actually doing a podcast, guys, are being very funny in the corner. You can't see them, but they think they're hilarious. Can you shut the door, please? The wind's blowing. So what was your jobs before? Were you creative and crafty before you launched?
I always wanted to be a clothes designer when I was small. And I did clothes for my little Barbie.
Yeah.
And then I knitted a few jumpers, which are horrendous because I always dropped something during making it, so I had holes in them, thinking they were more like a punk, punk kind of stuff. So yeah. And then I painted on the clothes as well, and I do that. I still do that. I still paint on the clothes. I love painting on my clothes. So unfortunately, I haven't got one today, but I've got T-shirts with my paintings on the T-shirts, yeah, and bags, yeah.
How does that work? I'm trying to get my head around that. Can you wash it?
Yeah, you can wash it. You can do anything with it. They wash up all the proper textile paint, so you can paint anything on it.
Oh, that's cool. Bags would be, like you said, you do bags with that as well.
Yeah, last year, because it was last year bag, I got llamas on it.
Llamas was really big last year, you know.
Yeah.
Everyone
loved. And this year I've got a T-shirt with a feather and with my name on it as well. So I got like kind of my YouTube T-shirt, which I should wear it today, really.
Oh, that's okay. That's okay. You can always drop it into the group as well so people can see it. So where are you? Where can people find you, Joe?
So I'm everywhere. Well, not everywhere, but I'm on Instagram and Facebook. I've got my Joe How Art Facebook fan page. I've got Twitter. I've got YouTube channel as well, where I show my tutorials. And at the minute, I actually started to do exhibitions because I thought nobody can see what I'm doing. And if I do a collection, they can't even, see what different pieces. So if I post them on Facebook, it's like one day I'm gonna paint one collection, and because I do watercolors and acrylics. So another day, if I do acrylics, they're not having that all visual, picture of one collection. So I thought I'd do a little videos with the certain pieces of collection, so they got everything in one place. And I started to do that. I only did one so far, and I think I will post some more of them. And I think I start to do a bit of stories as well. So I record short stories of the pictures. So they're gonna include a bit of how am I making it, who is it for, and a bit of story about the rooms and stuff.
Oh, that's so cool. Amy said that she's into runes. Can you tell me what runes are?
So they basically are signs from the old Vikings times, aren't they?
I'm not sure.
I got my book. I'm still learning about them. So I've got my lovely book about them, and I'm reading everything on it. But what I basically did, I took out the bits and pieces, just the bits and pieces for certain birth runes. I made my lovely list of 24 in my book, and I took the main bits and pieces which were important. So like, for example, what is it helping with you with that rune, if you've got it with you? What is it protects you from? So that just I took these little bits from it, and this is what I'm putting on the back of my rune. So each of my runes got a little card on the back, and it's telling you what the certain angel will tell you or to do to you. So if I tell you, I can give you an example of a
Yes,
short
please.
one.
Yeah.
It's an Isa guardian angel. So it's got Isa rune. And this guardian angel is here to give you an internal balance, patience, and is associated with stillness and ice. It helps you to stop and think, help to overcome internal fears, which stopping you from following your dreams. And it's giving you a date of birth, which you should be in that certain time. So it's between 18th of December to the 5th of January.
Oh, that's so cool.
So that the date is associated with. So every single painting's got that little thing on the back, which is telling you what is helping you with, and it's absolutely amazing, because I was thinking to make one for my brother as well, and I read it, and it's something what he said to me. He said he cannot change his fate. He said, I can't change my fate, but he said I have to work hard. I've got hard life. This is what probably is set up for me. And actually his guardian angel is with that rune he's got, is saying that it's only up to him to change this. It is associated with hard life, with being poor, with not having much money, and working hard, and being pulled into all directions by other people. But it says as well that it's up to you to make that one step and say no, or change the direction. So I said to him, I said, I'm going to paint you that one just to push you through. So you might take that one step, forward or backwards, or whatever you're going to need it, whichever direction you're going to need it to take it. So hopefully, yeah. But it's funny how it's that time when I spoke to him about all that life he's got and everything else. And then I read through it, and I thought, yeah, I said to him, I said, you can't do it. Look, it says there,
Yeah. Oh, that's brilliant. I absolutely love that. Amy knows a bit about runes. She says they're old Viking symbols found by the goddess Freya when she reached down to get her necklace. Loki stole from her, and they can be read like tarot cards, and they can be very blunt, but they are very to the point and can be used as a talisman. Oh, I understand it. Yeah, that's so cool. And brilliant that you've bought that.
But I'm trying to think about the product which people would hold in a hand. And I spoke to a couple of crafters already. So if any crafters there have got any ideas, contact me.
Yeah.
Because I spoke to fruit crafters already. I spoke about jewellery to one lady, and she said it's going to be really difficult to put this on the back of a glass pendant or something with resin in it. She said it's not going to stick to it. And because of the way I'm doing it as well, it's metallic colors and paints. It's going to be hard to shrink it. If you shrink it to a small size, you're not going to be able to see all the details. So it's quite tricky to get something, in a small size, like a pocket angel you could have with you. And just put it in your bag, just if you're going somewhere where you need that, help or protection, and you feel like, oh, I need something with me, just to take it with you. So I'm still thinking about something. So if any crafters got any idea,
Amy said
let me know.
Amy said you can paint them onto wood.
Yeah. I was thinking about small wooden ones as well.
Yeah, you can get some nice little shapes and stuff in wood, can't you? But you've put them on painting though, haven't you? You've put them on the painting, haven't you?
They on canvas at the minute. So they are on canvas at the minute, as you can see.
Yeah.
See. So that's how they look like at the moment. But I was thinking about old used wood, but in England it's hard to get a hold on of the good rotten wood.
Is it?
It's not that easy. It's not that easy. I'm not talking about pallets. I'm talking about really rustic looking old pieces of wood. Unless I go to the yard somewhere and just search for the rubbish.
Yeah, I see. Tanya, Tanya that's in this group, she uses wood. You might be able to pick her brains maybe if she watches this back, or just have a look.
I'm thinking about going more green as well, and obviously canvases are not the greenest one in the world. So painting on the wood is one of the ideas to move on to.
Yeah, and Amy said you could also try local tree surgeons. You probably have. Yeah. We live in the Cotswolds, so there'll probably be a lot of them about. So there's some things that you could get for your future, in the future year.
Make your notes.
Yeah, definitely. So we can find you, just going to recap, we can find you on YouTube, use Instagram, Twitter as well, which is awesome, and Facebook.
Yes.
And do you have your own website yet?
Yes, I do have my own website. I've done something really bad to it.
Oh no.
I am building it on my own. I had the help from a friend before the COVID, before the second lockdown. A friend of mine came over and helped me to set it up. We've done quite well. And then after that, I was trying to add up more things to it. And I've got no idea what I did. When I look at it on a computer, it works perfectly well. If I look at it on a phone, it shows me some cakes and stuff. So I need to give him a phone call and say, why on earth is that on? Because obviously it's a different device. So on a computer, it's desktop device, so it's showing, proper content. And then on the phone, it's got something else. So I have to speak to him and see how to remove this.
Yeah, there will be a setting and you'll have to remove it. You'll have to go into.
And it's simple. It's just www.jawhowart.com. Yeah.
Brilliant. We can find you everywhere. You are everywhere. That's awesome. That's brilliant. Is there anything else you're branding? Yeah, absolutely. Is there anything else you'd like to say before we go? Want to get into the?
No, I'm very grateful that you invited me, and thank you very much for having me in the group as well, which is very helpful. Very nice to network with the people, because it's so hard to.
Yeah.
These days.
Absolutely is, but crafters stick together, don't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, they really do. I love being a crafter. I love being in the crafting community. It's just awesome. People get you. They absolutely get you. And I think during the last year, people have started crafting and they never have before, and it actually helps. It does help, for sure.
Yeah, I mean, but then before we could meet up in the markets and stuff, and it was so much easier because you had stand next to somebody and you could talk to them for the whole day. And that's what I miss the most, I think, because I've done few markets, probably 2 or 3 in the past. But yeah,
it will come back. It will come back. It'll change. It will happen. And at the moment, you've had a good year just to be able to get your brand out there. And I think YouTube is brilliant, absolutely brilliant, because Google owns YouTube, and you can get all that on your website as well once you work out your tech and stuff. It'd be awesome. You will.
Thank you.
You will. Thank you ever so much. So you've been listening to Chrissy Lowry on the Craft to Be Kind show. Like I said, this is now on Podbean during lockdown. This has been Jo Howe. She is an artist. She's based in Gloucester. This year she has been doing angel theme canvases, and we've just been talking about runes and how they help guide you and heal you, I think. And we will be back next week with someone new. Thanks very much, Jo.
Thank you.